Good evening, everyone. Just want to take a moment tonight as our last home duel. So it's the last time that our seniors will have an opportunity to be able to wrestle here at WLA. So I'm just going to go down along, starting with right over there, Cody Brown. You can take a step forward. Cody is in his second year of wrestling. He came out last year as a junior and worked very hard. It's been great having him on the team. He's a super hard worker, and he's going to go into the National Guard next year. Our next wrestler is Bryce Ebert. Bryce was also a person who came out as a junior last year, so this is his second year of wrestling. He's adapted to it well. He's a super hard worker, has been a great addition to our team and a great leader. Bryce next year is going to go into construction, and we wish him the best there. Bryce Ebert. Next young man is Guam Geertz, and he is from Holland. And he's an exchange student for us, so he decided to try wrestling. And he's coming along nicely, getting better and better each time he gets on the mat. Thank you. Our last wrestler here is Josh Roloff. Josh Roloff is a 4-year varsity starter for us. He's been our leader for the last 2 years, getting all the guys together, make sure they're training hard. He's showed fantastic leadership through all 4 years that he was at WLA, and he will be missed tremendously. But we're looking forward to him to be able to have a real nice end of his career here at WLA. Josh Roloff. Thanks, guys. You guys want to line up for your
Welcome to tonight's conference matchup between the Laconia Spartans and your Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. The WIA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions or chants will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. Tonight, we're going to be starting at 285. From WLA, Peyton Backery will receive a forfeit. At 106, we'll be having a double forfeit. At 113, from Laconia, Dylan Houston. And from WLA, Riley Ludke. At 120, there will be a double forfeit. At 126, from Laconia, Oliver Lowen. And from WLA, Eli Mum. 132, Owen Moyne will receive a forfeit. At 138, Carson Fulton will receive a forfeit. At 145, from Laconia, Langdon Everson. And from WLA, Brendan Ebert. At 152, from Laconia, Colton Lovejoy. And from WLA, Josh Roloff. At 160, from Laconia, Chaz Lowen. And from WLA, Guam Geertz. At 170, from Laconia, Brody Schrader. And from WLA, Bryce Ebert. At 182, from Laconia, Jaden Jager. And from WLA, Terry Gill. At 195, Gage Kratz from WLA will receive a forfeit. At 220, from Laconia, Jordan Hernandez. And from WLA, Cody Brown. Captains and coaches, please meet in the middle at this time. At 285, Peyton Backery will receive a forfeit. At 106, there will be a double forfeit. Double forfeit at 113. At 120, from Laconia, Dylan Kaysen, and from WLA, Riley Lidke.
We'll want to welcome you in here tonight to WLA's Gymnasium for some flyway wrestling that we got going on here. Laconia and WLA. WLA out to a 6-0 lead thanks to a forfeit at 285, which is where we started. Double forfeits at both 106 and 113 then. So as you probably heard with the PA there, Riley Lidke comes out for WLA here at 120, wrestling against Dylan Castine from the Spartans. And kind of front headlock here for Castine. Takes Lidke to the ground, trying to get control here, and trying to lock up a cradle as well. almost able to have the cradle, but gets the takedown. So an early 2-0 lead here for Castine. Get into some of this matchup, but a very competitive one expected. And trying to work a power half here is Castine. Flips Lidke to the back. Looks like he's going to get all 3 back points for sure. He does. And now trying to finish things out here. Still a minute to go here in this first period. Lidke trying to get back belly down. And almost had it. But the cross wrist here, and that's close for Castine. Lidke keeping that left shoulder just off for now. And a good spin through, and now Lidke back to a base. 5-0 for Castine as Lidke builds back up. Back to her feet. Castine gets a leg in though. Good job by Lidke to almost spin back, and it's going to go off this near side of the mat. It was Peyton Backery, by the way, who got the forfeit, the sophomore for the Vikings at 285. $20 seconds and counting down here. As Castine able to break Lidke back down, trying to work that chicken wing now. And gets Lidke back, turned to her back, and it's close once again. Gonna get all 3 back points. 3 seconds, just gotta hold on here. And I believe, oh, we got a tap of the mat, but it sounded like it was after the buzzer. No, they're gonna give it a fall there. Good job by Dylan Castine to tie this up for the Spartans. 6-6. Up here at 126, Eli Mumm. See him. And should be Oliver Gluen, sorry, for the Spartans. So Owen Moyne went out for 126. They had him listed at 132, but he dropped down to 126, going to pick up a forfeit. And that is the benefit of winning the toss. Get to decide who you're going to send out against who. And WLA trotted out Owen Moyne, and Laconia said we will bump Gluen up to 132.
At 126 from Laconia, Oliver Gluen and Eli Mumm from WLA.
So Mumm and Gluen here at 132. Set it at 126, and that's what they were announced to go at, but WLA trotted out Moyne, perhaps trying to get a mismatch. Moyne a talented wrestler, as is Eli Mumm, but Laconia wanted nothing to do with Owen Moyne. Quick takedown here for Gluen. Enough forfeits out there for WLA if they wrestle well. Otherwise, they should do just enough to get a win. A Flyway Conference that probably fair to always call Elmira the favorites with the dominance over the past couple of decades. But WLA fancies themselves just as much as any, especially, starting this season, beating the defending champs. There's a good escape there from Eli Mumm. 2-1. And a shot in there. Now Mumm's trying to spin. Got a power half here, and Gluen's in trouble. Eli's going to get takedown points, which he hasn't yet gotten. He'll also get 3 back points. Okay, they gave him the 2 points, so he's up 3-2. Going to be 6-2 at the very worst, and he's trying to finish this thing out. It looks close. I'm not down Matt's side, so it's kind of tough to tell, but that looks pretty tight for Eli Mumm, and I find it very challenging to see Gluen get out of this one. He's got to wait 20 seconds at least to keep that shoulder off the mat to escape the fall, and there it is. Eli Mum with a huge hip toss and spins glue into his back. 18-6. Good start for the Vikings. Get the forfeit, a couple of forfeits, and each team has traded a fall. Should be a forfeit here at 138. There it is. Carson Fulton.
Carson Fulton will receive a forfeit.
And WLA goes up 24-6. 145 up next. Should be Langdon Everson for the Spartans. And we'll see who Coach Recker trots out here.
At 145 from Laconia, Langdon Everson. And from WLA,
Brendan Ebert out there for the Vikings. Celebrating the seniors here, senior night. Bryce Ebert, one of the seniors for the Vikings that we should see up at 170. Guillaume Geertz as well at 160, 152 coming up next. Josh Roloff, and then Cody Brown will finish out the four seniors for the night. And got some trouble here for Brandon Ebert, as this is tight for Everson, but a good job, and I think they're going to get a stalemate or potentially dangerous. Yeah, illegal hold, so gets a point there for Ebert. But 5-1 lead for Langdon Everson. So Ebert will try to base back up. And a chicken wing, trying to sprawl him out there. Goes Everson. And doing a good job of breaking Ebert down. And chicken wing still working on that is Everson, but a good job by Ebert to get out of it. Now Langdon Everson switching off to a cradle attempt here. Crossbody ride. And he's almost got it. I can't tell. Oh, he had it for a second. He had the cradle. Couldn't quite spin Ebert to his back. 30 seconds here in the first period. As the two grapple near the center of the mat. Now cross face attempt. Almost has the cross face there. And now trying to rotate Ebert back to his back. He's able to. Only got one count there, though. I don't know if they're going to give him all three. I only saw one count. And they're going to say all three near fall points to Everson. Everson's choice, he defers. Ebert's going to go on his feet, down 8-1. Check that, he's going up. Thought they said neutral. Having some issues with the electronic whistle. Only in 2020. All right, let's start this second period. Ebert, nice mat return of Everson there. And now trying to work on an ankle. Everson back to his feet, gets hand control, spins back, and that's the escape. 9-1. as we go back to neutral. Impressive so far from Everson. Rode almost that entire first period, and then a quick escape here. And now working on a front headlock. And trying to work on getting Ebert spun back to his back. He's close. He's got that power half on the front headlock. In on that right shoulder. And Ebert doing a good job of swiveling the hips around and not giving up any leverage. 1 minute to go. Be a tough minute here for Ebert if he can somehow get out of this. Trying to pull his head through. Almost able to, but he's got to be careful to not get slung onto his back. And yeah, good job by Ebert. See if he can get his head out and maybe use some of Everson's momentum against him. This time, Everson not able to get around him, so still no takedown. This is a terrific job by Ebert, but now Everson crawls around. There's the takedown. 9-1. And they're going to stop it. Headgear falling off for Ebert. Start things back up, center of the mat. And Everson goes back to work. 5 points away from a tech fall. His cross face, almost. Kind of a cross wrist, and now turning into some sort of chicken wing power half combination. And the second period will run out. And Everson will go neutral. He's a takedown and some back points away from finishing this thing up. Although 24-6, certainly Everson would like to finish out a fall. He got very, very close a couple of times in that first period. Ebert's done a pretty good job in the second. And now Ebert's trying to almost snuck his head out and got around for the takedown. But a good job on the front headlock, as has been the go-to move here for Everson. Ton of success, and he's built this 11-1 lead off of that. Everson trying to crawl around. Got his head in the hole here. Now Everson working a 2-on-1 there. Gets back to his feet. There's the front headlock again. Everson trying to work a cross wrist here. And a good job for Ebert not to give up control so far. Now, if Ebert can pull his head out, he might have a takedown here. Almost said reversal. No takedown was given for Laconia's Everson. So now, looks like Ebert's got double unders punched in. Trying to snap Everson up and maybe try to get some control here. Over under, and it's broken by Everson. Ticking down under 35 seconds now. There's a shot by Ebert. Good job by Everson to get his legs back. Now trying to work once again on this front headlock. And he's almost gone chest to chest. He's got the takedown. He's going to get all three back points. It's going to be a tech fall. Is it going to be a fall? Everson kind of took a peek up, almost like, what else do you want? It looks close. Nothing given yet. There's the fall with 4 seconds left. That was a big point there for Everson to get that pin and cut it to 24-6.
Langdon Everson.
24-12, pardon me. And so we should have Josh Roloff here at 152, I believe. No, Roloff's still over there. So is that Ebert? Can't tell from all the way up here in the corner.
At 152 from WLA,
David Thiesfeld. There we go.
And from Laconia, Chaz Glowin.
So Chaz Glowin, who was slated for 160, is now going to wrestle at 152. And it'll be David Thiesfeld for the Vikings. There's a shot quickly from Glewin. And Thiesfeld almost had an ankle there. Not able to get it. Now Glewin's trying to hook up a quick cradle. He's got the cradle hooked up. He's trying to spin Thiesfeld to his back. Good job by David to keep his chest to the ground. Oh, but now spun through. And this could be a quick pin. There it is. As he got that cradle hooked up, and he was in so tight that not really a chance. So 50 seconds for Chaz Glewin, who gets the fall. And all the way up to 18, 24-18 now. Now we'll see Roloff.
At 160 from Laconia, Colton Lovejoy. And from WLA, Josh.
So this was announced as the 152 matchup. Colton Lovejoy and Josh Roloff. They're going to wrestle at 160. (24-18) is what the scoreboard should read, per my count at least. 3 forfeits and a fall for WLA, and 3 falls for Laconia to get them back into the duel. And if you gotta give up some points via forfeit, that's how you gotta get back into it. You gotta get bonus point victories. That's what the Spartans have done to make this an extremely competitive duel as we head up to the higher weights where there really aren't that many more forfeits out there. In fact, I don't think 195 maybe is a forfeit for Gage Kratz. That's what's listed. We'll see if that ends up being the case. I think they're looking for clarification. I couldn't hear what they were saying. Oh, had 15 seconds too much on the clock, so they ticked that off, and here we go. Roloff and Lovejoy. Shot by Lovejoy, good job by Roloff to get the leg back and circle back to the center. Flurry of shots to start this thing, but now a little more cagey over the last minute or so as these two Flyway Conference athletes size each other up. Coach Recker telling Josh Roloff to keep his hands busy. Senior night here at WLA, and WLA looking for a big win from their senior, and that's potentially dangerous. So stop it there. And one for green as potentially dangerous for Josh Roloff. He trails here in the first. And a shot from Josh here, caught by Lovejoy. And now Josh working on a 2-on-1. And a good job now trying to punch at least one under in, and they'll end the first period that way. 1-0. Colton Lovejoy over Josh Roloff. Laconia is going to defer. And Roloff's going to go on his feet. Start him back up there. There's a nice shot from Lovejoy. Deep on a single. Caught by Roloff. Now Roloff, he's got control. Give him the, there you go. There's the takedown. Lovejoy with a flurry to try to get out of it. He's back to his feet. They go off the edge of the mat. Great job there by Josh Roloff. What looked like was going to be a Lovejoy, I won't say a takedown. Wasn't that far deep, but close enough to put Roloff in trouble. He turned it into a takedown of his own. Lovejoy tries to hit a quick switch. Not able to do so. Trying to keep his hand in on that right leg of Josh Roloff. Now Roloff trying to work, got his head in his armpit there, but not able to work anything with it. 45 seconds into the second period, it's tied back up at 2. It'll be Lovejoy's choice heading into the third. Here's another 2-on-1. Nothing doing though. Oh, big double leg shot by Roloff. And all he's got to do is get his legs around, try to get control. Lovejoy doing a good job hanging on to that right leg once again. That's control there. That's control. Yeah, absolutely. And there's the takedown for Josh Roloff. He leads 4-2. Now trying to get Lovejoy, pardon me, a little bit off balance. Not able to do so. Lovejoy trying to turn back in. They're close to the edge of the mat. 25 or so seconds left. And Roloff trying to pull Lovejoy back towards the center of the mat, back to his feet, and drives him out of bounds. 17 seconds left in the second period. Great period here for Josh Roloff. He's leading at 4-1 in the period and 4-2 overall. Lovejoy tries to get quickly back to his feet. Lovejoy, tough to get any riding time on him. I know you don't keep, there's a quick reversal. I know you don't keep riding time in high school, but it's tough to get any riding time on him because he's so quick and active on the bottom, and that's a huge reversal with about 10 seconds left to tie this thing up. Yeah, I was going to say, if I'm Lovejoy, I go down. Tie it up. Try to get the escape and salt this thing away. And Roloff's just going to cut him. So 5-4. Lovejoy leads Josh Roloff. Scoreboard should read 5-4. They gave him 5 points for the escape. So Josh Roloff's got minute 42 here. Get another takedown. Maybe spin someone to his back. How about that? That'd look good. 24-18 is the team score. There's a double leg for Josh Roloff. Good job by Lovejoy. Now Lovejoy's got a front headlock, and they're going to go off the edge of the mat. Bring it back to the center. And start it back up. Oh, there's a big single leg. Roloff's high on that single. But they're just at the edge of the mat, and they'll get a stalemate there. They were about to go off anyways. 1 minute, 11 seconds, and Josh Roloff's got to be aggressive here. Obviously can't give up a silly bonus point. There's a stall for Lovejoy. That was a quick trigger there on the stall, I will say that, but he's only moved backwards since this third period has started. There you go. Quick forward movement. That'll get the ref forgetting a little bit about going backwards. 50 seconds. Front headlock here for Lovejoy. If he can crawl around, that would go a long way into getting a win here. And they go off the edge of the mat once again. 41 seconds in an intensely entertaining 160 match here between Josh Roloff and Colton Lovejoy. And under 30 now. Got to see a flurry of shots from Josh Roloff. And moving backwards again, Lovejoy stuck in reverse. 25 seconds is plenty of time left to hit him with another stall. So got to start applying the pressure if you're Josh Roloff. There's another shot. Lovejoy, oh, that's a huge shot by Lovejoy because that's got him moving in the right direction. Roloff's got to try to get control, climb around. And now a mad scramble. Roloff's got under there, and now he's got to try to climb around. 5 seconds for Josh Roloff as they go off the edge of the mat once again. 2 seconds, and Lovejoy probably has done just enough. And shot from Roloff, not going to be enough. And a 5-4 win for Colton Lovejoy. Tighten this thing up to 24-21. Put a star next to that one. That's a huge match as we come down the stretch. So we'll head up to 170 now. Should be, I have Brody Schroeder and Bryce Ebert.
Laconia, Logan Sauer. And from WLA,
It's going to be Logan Sauer and Bryce Ebert going here at 170. 24-21 team score. WLA still leading, mostly on the back of 18 points from forfeits. And Ebert with a quick takedown. Oh, they're going to give it to him at the edge of the mat. Didn't know if they would. So Bryce Ebert leads here 2-0. Quick takedown in the first 10 seconds or so for Ebert. And now he works on top here on senior night. The senior going to work. And Logan Sauer trying to base back up, but a good job by Ebert, applying the pressure. Trying to knock that left arm down. Able to do so here. Let's see if he can drive him over onto his back.
Hips up, Logan, hips up.
Not able to. Working once again on that left arm. Sauer back to a base, now broken back down. Good job here by Ebert. It's 50 seconds already of riding time. Again, doesn't count for anything in high school, but it is something that's interesting to keep track of if you're talking about potentially dominating a match. And that's what Ebert's trying to do. And there is a stall warning on Ebert. I mean, yes, you could be more active, I suppose, on top, but not much. Ebert's doing a good job. But nonetheless, the stall warning comes. So next stall from here on out, and they're going to stop it there. Potentially dangerous. So Bryce Ebert with a quick takedown, and in the estimation of the ref, a couple of mistakes. Got a stall warning and also has that potentially dangerous to give another point to Laconia, or the first point I should say, for Logan Sauer. And Sauer trying to quickly escape. Mat return there and they're going to get another.
Fire again, Logan. Fire again.
I guess I'm not
Come on, Logan,
sure
fire up.
what the call is there.
Go up, Logan. Come on, Logan, move. Logan, you gotta move up.
So 2-2.
Logan, up on your feet.
And a good job by Sauer. Sauer's done a good job of basing up. He just hasn't quite been able to get the escape. And
Logan, you gotta get that elbow.
Ebert's maybe in danger here of giving up a second stall warning. Or a stall call, it would be at that point. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll end the first period. And a good second half of that period if you're Logan Sauer. Really turned that around. And Ebert's going to go down.
Right here.
Start him up here in the second period. We're wrestling 170 right now. Started at 285, so we got 182, 195, and 220 yet. 195 was introduced as a forfeit, but we'll see. There are enough wrestlers for Laconia to fill that spot, I do believe. So I'm guessing we're going to wrestle from here on out, and this should be a dandy headed down the stretch. Cross face for Sauer. Sauer now trying to turn that into a cradle. Let's see if he can hook it up. Not quite able to. Good job by Ebert to start working on that left hand of Sauer. Sauer almost lost his balance, but a good job to get back on top. Ebert bases up to his legs, spins in. He's got hand control. That's neutral. There's no control there. They still say that somehow Sauer has control. Yeah, there's the escape, which happened about 20 seconds before that, but there was no change in that last 20 seconds. So 3-2, and a 2-on-1 being worked by Sauer. Ooh, Sauer was adjusting his headgear, and there's a shot there. Oh, and that's just off the edge. In the first period, that was a takedown. Here, not so much. So, entertaining one here as well. Last two have been terrific. Oh, the big double leg from Bryce Ebert. And there's the takedown. 5-2, and man, that could be huge in the scope of this match and of this duel. Ooh, Ebert's got to be careful. He got a little high. Oh, and he spun Sauer to his back. Sauer tried to climb over, get the reversal. There's 3 back points. And now Ebert's got to clear that right arm if he's going to get the takedown. Trying to go chest to chest and clear that arm. He's got to clear the arm or it's not going to be a fall. He's still got his arm underneath him. Sauer doing a good job, and I think he's going to escape here before the period ends. He will. 3 near fall points, 8-2, and a really nice job there by Logan Sauer not to give up that pin.
Come on, Logan, let's finish this.
Going to go on their feet here. Just a flurry there to end that second period. Sauer looks to be fatiguing a little bit, though, as we head down the stretch here. Good shot there by Ebert, and they go off this near side of the mat. And WLA looking for some bonus points here, I think. They're going to have a conversation. Coach Patrick Coffeen. Hope I'm saying that right, Coffeen. Going to have a conversation with the referee. I wasn't able to hear what he was inquiring about. But WLA is going to cut Sauer loose here, is Ebert. So it's going to be 10-3. Still plenty of time for Logan Sauer to get something going here. Got to start pretty quick here, though.
Forward.
There's a shot from Ebert. Sauer catches, front headlock, now a hip toss from Ebert. Sauer in trouble as, oh, they're going to go off the edge. I think they might have gotten it, yeah. That's 2 for the third, potentially dangerous. That one you could see. And it's a free neutral as well. So Ebert's got to clean that up. 10-5, very much alive is Sauer. Sauer trying to punch an over-under in. Ebert. Oh, Ebert almost had double unders for a second there too. Ebert in on a shot, caught, front headlock, nothing doing for Sauer. 1 minute left. Ebert's also sitting on a stall call. Oh, there's a hip toss from Ebert that was caught, and now Sauer's got Ebert on his back. This is going to tie it up at the very least, and it could be a pin. It's pretty close. I don't think Sauer's, he's got to get just a little lower there on the torso of Ebert. You can see it from here, even from up here in the near the rafters, he's not down. Not yet. Ebert's got to keep his shoulder up. It's still up from here based on what I'm seeing. This is going to tie it. Ebert's doing a terrific job, but Ebert's also got to be careful because he's, like I said, he's sitting on that stall warning. So Ebert trying to keep it up, trying to spin back to his stomach, and you can hear the WLA bench trying to encourage their teammate Ebert to get back to his belly. If he can get belly back down, then this will not be a Sauer win. Oh, and a terrific job here. Now Ebert, does he have enough time? He doesn't. Wow. What a flurry of points at the end there. Tied up at 10. Sauer just turned around a 10-3 deficit in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. Wow. Fun to watch. So let's start overtime. First period here. See which one of these two is got a little more left in the tank, a little more heart left. That's what it's going to win this one. 10-10. And Ebert looks a little gassed here in this overtime period. Oh, there's a big double. Ebert's just got to finish the takedown on the edge of the mat, and they give it to him. Edge of the mat takedown for Ebert, and he's going to get the win by decision. And what a performance it was there for Bryce Ebert, 12-10. And let's put a star next to that result too. 27-21, that was a big one. I think it's going to be Gage Kratz for the Vikings. If I heard that right. We're up here at 182 now.
At 182 from Laconia, Brody Schrader. And from WLA, Gage Kratz.
Yeah, Gage Kratz and Brody Schrader. Big match, that last one. And this one is too. Both guys link up at the center of the mat. Kratz working on that 2-on-1. And now the front headlock. So Laconia Spartans know how to hit the front headlock, and they know what to do when they get it as well. Been very impressive in that regard tonight. Ooh, there's a hip toss. And Schrader, Kratz lucky to escape some back points there. Now Kratz gonna have to worry about it again. Almost hit a reverse there. Oh, that is some friendly back point counting right there. This is where the counting should start. He would have gotten 3 either way, but whew. Kratz was, I mean, both shoulders were not exposed, let's just say that. Kratz gonna have to be big here to not give up the pin here in the first period. Kratz able to belly back down. He's down 5-0. And Gage gonna try to start building back up. Brody Schrader working on top, trying to work a chicken wing. Oh, now he's got that bar arm across the back, trying to run him over. There he is, runs him over again. He's going to get 3 more back points. Doesn't look like he's got to clear that arm. I don't think he's going to get the pin here before. Oh, they gave it to him. Did they give him the pin? Wow, they gave him the pin before the. Interesting. So good job there from Brody Schrader. We'll call it 1:59 on the pin. Couldn't have been 2 minutes, right? 27-27. Tied up with 2 matches to go. 195 and 220. And I believe we're going to see Terry Gill here at 195. Then it'll be the senior Cody Brown with everything on the line at 220. I think we're going to see Jaden Jaeger.
At 195 from Laconia, Jaden Yeager. At the WLA, Terry Gill.
So Terry Gill, Jaden Yeager tied up. And, oh, Terry Gill with a quick bear hug, now working a power half up near this left side of the mat as you view it. And back to his feet goes Yeager. Good job by Gill to mat return him. Almost had him slung back to his back. And a good job from both wrestlers here. Very active early on. First 30 seconds is just about complete as they go off the edge of the mat back to the center. See if Gill can get a leg in and get some riding time here. Just calm this match down just a little bit. Frantic pace to start. Gill came out and was just dominant. I don't think they cleared the scoreboard. I believe it should be 2-0 unless I just completely missed something. It should be 2-0. There we go. Now we got it sorted. So Gill able to finally break Yeager down a little bit. Now he's trying to work he's trying to either get the arm bar on the back or maybe a chicken wing there. Not able to get either. Yeager back to his feet, trying to get hand control. Almost got hand control. As Terry's trying to return him. And, ooh. Terry able to return him. One of these times, I think Terry Gill's going to have a chance to get some back points when he does that. Yeager back to a base. Now Terry breaks him back down. Gill trying to run him over with that power half. Not power half, I'm sorry. Got the cross arm, cross wrist, sorry. Terry getting back points, trying to go chest to chest, maybe finish this thing out in the second period, or the first period, pardon me. Oh, Terry's in deep. What is still off the mat? There it is. You bet. Terry Gill with a huge performance at 195. 33-27. With the pin, Terry Gill.
And for our last match of the evening at 2:20 from Laconia,
So it all comes down to this. WLA leads 33-27. Senior Cody Brown to the center of the mat, trying to close out a victory here for the WLA Vikings on senior night here at WLA Gymnasium. Ooh, Cody's got to be careful, trying to get a hip toss. Almost has the hip toss. And now Cody trying to work a cross wrist, pardon me. He's almost got Jordan Hernandez spun to his back. And now just going to get the control and go off the edge of the mat. Oh. They aren't going to give him control at all. No takedown. Still plenty of time here, just in the first period. Ooh, nice snap down there by Cody Brown. Now trying to hike Hernandez up and maybe get a hip toss. There's the hip toss, straight to his back. Cody Brown trying to finish this duel out in style. He's just got to clear that arm, and he's in pretty deep on Hernandez. Cody Brown, there it is. WLA knocks off Laconia 39-27 in a couple of huge performances at 195 and 220. The senior Cody Brown finishes this duel out in style with a pin in 55 seconds. And I think we're going to get a couple of JV matches here, perhaps. I think that's what's going on, maybe. Thought they were sending a couple of wrestlers to the center of the mat. Yeah, there we go. We will. And that's that. Never mind. We won't be continuing on. That'll be that. So 39-27. WLA gets the Flyway Conference victory here. Also have wins over Mayville and North Fond du Lac Springs. And this sets up a chance for WLA. If you're the Vikings, all you could do is win everything up to Lamira and give yourself your best shot down there of 20 miles or so south on I-41 and see what you can do down there in Lamira. And if you can get a win, you're conference champions, at least dual conference champions. So that's what's ahead for WLA. Obviously, got to take care of the rest of the business, but coming into this year probably was a 4-horse race. Clear favorites, I would say, probably goes to Lamira, just with the history again in the conference. But after that, you had the defending conference champs in North Fond du Lac Springs. You knock them off to start the year, and then after that, you get Laconia here, and you're able to take care of business. 39-27, the final score here tonight, and WLA gets the win. Got a couple of huge pins. Terry Gill at 195, and Cody Brown, the senior on senior night, at 220. Those two end up being the difference, tied up at 27 after a nice run by Laconia. WLA got 18 quick points, 1 fall, and a couple of different, actually it was 24-6. 3 forfeits and a fall for WLA to build that lead. And then after that, Laconia went on a 27-3 run. And WLA able to get the last 12 points, both via falls for Terry Gill and Cody Brown. To walk out of here winners, and really nice job once again to stay undefeated in the conference and give themselves a chance as they head through the rest of the season. So I'm sure both Coach Reckers will be happy with the performance tonight. Maybe, it was by no means perfect. You get 18 of the 39 were off of forfeits, so plenty of things to clean up for the Vikings. There's no doubt about that. But you get a couple of big wins down the stretch. You wrestled well when you needed to wrestle well. and you know, a win is a win, and you don't apologize for winning. That certainly is the case. So I want to thank you for joining us tonight here on WLA TV, your home for all Vikings sports, as we continue through the rest of the season. Coming up next week, 2 home basketball games. We have the girls and the boys. First time, actually, we'll have a boys basketball game here on WLA TV, as they've really tough slate to start the season here. They've been on the road for everything. So maybe a little bit of a misleading record if you look at WLA. They haven't had home cooking yet. A little bit of the opposite. Plenty of home games for the girls basketball team, but they're undefeated, 7-0 on the season so far, and they'll get back at it coming up next week as well. There's a couple of away games to pay attention to if you're looking for those. Follow along with those, but we'll be back next week here on WLA TV. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Jordan King saying so long.